Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am here today to finish working on our little sewing instruction little booklet thing. So I put in one of my tags from the from my tea new digi, Spillin Tea, jeez. And then I also added a journaling card here. So that is all that I did away from you guys. So if I can get this in here. It's been crazy times around here, so, and I just realized this needs to get glued along the bottom a little better because it's lifting. Sometimes I just don't get the glue very well on the edges of the paper. That's always a problem. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It's pretty nice here, really hot. It like suddenly got very hot. So even I was out working in the yard this morning and it just was, ugh, I hate that feeling. So I think what we'll do is do this as the front because it'll glue down to somewhere in the journal and open like that. So this is the front and this is another kind of inside page or whatever. So I think what we'll do here is another journaling page, and I have this envelope from Tailor Made Journals, and I will put it in the description box if you're interested in these kind of envelopes. She also has the front, so she's scanned the front of the envelope and the back, and the backs are great for slots to journal on because they're just, you know, flat, plain for the most part. But they're cool because you can see like all the cracks and tears and stuff. They're fun. So that's gonna go there, and this is a piece of lace from my Spillin Tea digi that I was drawing a complete blank on there for a moment. Because that's what I do. So yeah, hope you're all having a good day. Having a pretty good one around here. Just did some yard work, ran to the post office. And that's about as far as I've gotten. Yesterday, I posted that video so late because I recorded it later than normal. And by the time it finally loaded and everything, it was after dinner and I just forgot about it. You know, I'm used to being done by then. So, yeah, so that's why that was so late. It's like, duh, you never, you know, put it up as public instead of private. Yeah, you know. If I wasn't dingy, what would I be? Okay, and then because it's not all the way to the edge, but you know, it's fine. I'm just going to ink it along here. Get rid of that kind of gray color. This particular one, I have some that are more of a old paper color, but sometimes I like to use these newer ones just to not have them hanging around anymore. So the newer ones seem to be this gray color. I don't know if it's that way for all of them, but okay, so now I have to decide what to put on the front, and I really don't know. Kind of had drawn a blank on that one. That's kind of cool. That's this is Cogs. So what did I do with? I had the little things printed out. Hold on just a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I thought I had these. These are from my Spillin Tea digi printed and cut out, but I remembered I used them in the tag book, so I had to print those real quick, and then I found some other key images that we might use. So anyway, I don't know what I was thinking, but so I think I like this with this. I think that looks good, but I kind of want to tear around this because it's so much white paper. So we're just going to ink it up a little bit so that it's not quite so bright. Yeah, I was already out like cutting down some of my plants, like my daylilies and that. I've already done their thing and they're over, and I have these red flowers that the hummingbirds like, and I can never remember what they're called, but anyway, I had to cut those down. I can't find my brush, so I'm just going to lightly do this. But yeah, so I just can't believe that that part of the season's already done. It's crazy. Already getting into band camp time and all that. It's hard to believe. In some ways it feels like it's been an eternity, and in other ways it feels like it's gone super fast from the time they got out of school until, you know, it's almost time to go back to school. Do something like that. And this, again, is that paper from Hobby Lobby. The Doza Square, or I'm not sure how you say it, but anyway, it's one of their paper pads. It's got beautiful papers in it. The whole pad is really nice prints. So far, it looks like our schools are gonna be, you know, starting. They're just gonna have to wear masks, which I kind of, you know, makes sense. I figured that would be the case. I like the look of this one that's tea stained. And I have to figure out, I don't know if I wanted to use this picture. Might be too wide. And they are going to have the band kids wear masks with these openings in them to play their horns. My son thinks it's useless, which, I mean, it's true because you're going to have an opening. But, and then they're going to cover the horn ends with like this cotton fabric so that when they blow into the horn through the little slit in their mask, then, you know, the germs aren't spreading that way, because that's what we were talking about yesterday, was wouldn't the germs just spread out through the horn? But I guess they're going to have covers on those. It's just for when they're inside. When they're outside, you know, they can play their instruments and whatever, but it's kind of crazy, all this stuff. I kind of just think that's too wide, because I'm afraid if I rip very much, it's already really close to the edge there. I do like it with this paper, but I think I might use one of these other ones that's oriented maybe this way would be better. Yeah, I think that might be better. Although I really like the other one, I just think that that's going to work a little better. That piece, I like it, but it's like it's not quite big enough. So this one might be better. Let me get more of the music than writing and stuff. I can use those for other things. I'm just glad that they get to have, you know, band camp and everything, because I think they all need to get together and do stuff together. It's just taking a psychological toll, I believe. This is a piece of trim from Gayle Vintage. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like bringing more of the pink because I've got the pink lace on that. Okay, and I want to rough that picture up a little. And I just printed this on parchment paper, but you know, you could print it on a light card if you like it to be a little thicker. And these are just images I found on the internet, old photos. Old photos tea is what I put in, and got some old pictures. These are from the 1800s. I love Gayle's trims. They're so fun to play with. Sometimes I forget about them, you know, how you get in your rut of using the same stuff all the time. And I remember and it's like, oh yeah, that would look good on there. Gayle's awesome. One of the kindest people I know. Good in camera. I had to check. Yeah, I really like using these instructions from sewing patterns because you can do a lot of things with them. You could, you know, make it into a booklet, you know, with just the two sides coming in or something, and then you could stitch some paper in to have it more like its own little journal, or, I mean, there's just a million things you could do with those. And I did link a couple of my old videos on using the sewing pattern instructions in the description box of yesterday's video, so if you want to check those out. Oh, and another thing, if you want to be in the drawing to win the Arteza Gouache paint, it's the metallic colors, and these are the colors on top. I got something on there, glue. You can win your own set. You need to go to the video that is called Arteza Collaboration and Giveaway, and comment there, follow the directions. There's directions in the description box, you know, of what you need to do, because I will be drawing that on Monday the 27th. So that is coming up. So don't let it slip by without getting your name in there. I know one of these from Tina is Beauty. That would be kind of a fun little thing to put on there, because she's quite pretty in her dress and fanciness there. I still marvel at the way they dressed. As I stand here in my t-shirt and capri pants. It's just amazing. Oh, I need that. Okay, so I think I'll kind of do that askew, and then this can go down here. Let's put her on. The only problem is I don't know that my daughter, I don't know that the college is going to have their band camp or have their marching band at all this year, which is a complete bummer because that is like her thing entirely. So that's depressing, to say the least. It's one of the reasons she chose the college she chose was because they have such a huge marching band program. So that's not great. Still feel like it needs something, but I don't know what. Do I have like a smaller flower cut out? I guess there's flowers there though. I just feel like it needs something, but I don't know what. Well, if I think of something, I'll add it. Butterfly? Brown one look better. I don't know if it needs that or what it needs. It needs something. Sometimes I don't know. It just doesn't come to me for whatever reason. Let's see. Bless you. I'm just looking at papers, sorry. More trim, it just needs something. Yeah, let me cut that out, that might work. Actually, I'm going to tear it out because that'll kind of give me that roughly edge without trying to cut out every little bump and everything along there. A lot of extra paper on some of this. Yeah, I think that's what it needs. It just needs, it needs something. Stuck my finger. I just wish they could do this Vaccine's faster. I mean, I know obviously you don't want it to be wrong and hurt people or anything. It's just that, man, it's crazy. We could all use a rest from it for sure. It felt like it was, you know, we were kind of done with it here for the most part, and then all of a sudden it picked up again. Just kind of weird at this time of the year, I think, but I don't know, maybe not. Just doesn't seem like we have those type of illnesses at this time of the year usually. Down there for whatever reason. Something about the corner of that was bugging me. Okay, so that is that, and then we have this one done and that, so we just need 2 journaling cards for in there. What are we at? Oh, I stopped but not very long in, so that's good. I need to figure out what size these are roughly, and the tall ones will be a little bit different than the other ones. Let's see. I'll just start with tearing the sides off here. That's just about perfect. These ones might need to be a touch narrower though, because they're going in and out of that top pockets, or top loading pockets, I should say. And this. Okay, I will make sure that they go in and out of there, because I have done that plenty of times where I've made the cards and then they don't fit. That's a bummer. That one fits. So I'll just start with that one and then figure the other one out. I like this paper. Sorry I'm so quiet. I just don't have a whole lot happening at the moment. It's been kind of a crazy couple of days, but nothing major, just busy. This is just some coffee dyed graph paper, obviously. These little bits, these were some that I tea dyed for that Spillin Tea Digi. It's like an old dispatch book. It's got neat perforations in it. So tomorrow I'll be doing, if you're not into the Arteza thing, then you might not be into it, but I'll be doing another Arteza video because they were super kind and sent me a new mat you know, one of these, and that's what this one is Arteza, and I've had it for a couple of years, and I love their mats. They're great. I'm excited to have a new clean one. This one's all kind of gotten grungy and beat up. I've washed it, but it just is, you know, they just get tired. And they sent me that mica powder. So I'll be trying a few things with that. It'll be an experiment for me too, because I don't have, you know, any experience with mica powder, but it looks really cool. So come join me for that if you're interested in it. It's just kind of fun if you have, you know, some of those products, or you were thinking about getting them and you just didn't know what to do with them or whatever, then it's fun to see other people, you know, how to use them and whatever. Not that I know super well how to use them, but at least you'll get to see the product and what it's really like. And I really enjoyed using their products. I'm not just saying that because they're sending them to me. They have very, I think, nice products. I mean, I'm not a professional artist, so I don't know, maybe there's better things for more money or whatever, but for the price, and I think their prices are very reasonable, I think they're great. That's just my take on it. And I'll put information in the description box tomorrow too about the giveaway, so if you haven't entered, you can do that on the other video though. You gotta go to the other video because that's the one I'm gonna use for the random comment picker. So don't comment on any of the other ones because it won't work. So put some of this on the back, a little wider because I need to tear off this other side. But yeah, that gouache paint's really fun. There. Put a little of this up at the top maybe. Trying to see how it would be best to rip this here. Maybe down this. I like these cups right here, I think. A little Spillin Tea there. Yeah, I wouldn't have done like all these things that I've drawn and made digis out of without the Arteza stuff, because I've used their watercolor pens and all that to do that. So, oops, I need to glue this one down first. Durr. Now I can put that one down. Nice. I use one of these from Tina at Shabbydabbydoodah. One of the littler ones, maybe. Where is my bag that has those in it? I cut out more of her number ones too, because those are fun to play with. together this really blue is kind of neat because of the blue cups. Yeah, I like that there. Just needed something right there. I like to rough them up a little bit. Okay, and then on this side I need a little something. I like this lady, she's cute. Having a little tea out in her garden. Sounds lovely, although right now tea is, hot tea is not very appealing, I have to say. Because it is hot. Kind of want something behind her, like maybe where did I put that? Yeah, a piece of that would probably look good. I got this from my lovely friend Denise. Hi Denise. You know, she's been kind of out of commission. She's had a lot of sadness happen to her. So keep her in your prayers, and that's Denise from Wonderbar Crafts. She hasn't really been able to craft or anything. She just lost her dad after losing her mom a year ago, and it's just been real rough, which is understandable for sure. For sure. Pretty pretty. I'll just trim those off at the bottom. There's those washi stickers, and they're in my description box. I found them at Amazon, but you can also get them from In Love Art Shop, which is where I got this particular package. And you can get one package at a time. In Love Art Shop at Amazon, I bought a package of 4, there are 4 different ones, but just just depends what you want. Oh, that's really cool writing right there. I like that writing. Now if I can get the back off. As we all know, I am challenged with these types of items. I don't know why they have to be so difficult. You kind of push it with your nail sometimes. It helps separate the 2 layers, and it doesn't help that my fingers are sticky from the glue. And they have ink all over them. Okay. And they always want to roll up. Okay. Now I think we got it. so cool. I love how you can see through those. These are my new addiction, these washi stickers. They're super fun. And then I'll put a tab at the top and stitch around it like I did the other one. Okay. It's totally stuck to me. So I'll go in here. And then it'll have a tab, so that'll be a little easier. I'm going to save that one out. And then we need to tear another book page. You need to be a little bit narrower. Yeah. Just a tiny bit more. Okay, so what are we going to put on this one? Do some. This would be cool. This is from a typing book, typing instruction book. I know covering text with text it's weird, but this looks a lot better than that, or more interesting, I guess you would say. It does change it. This little bird right here. Actually, it's probably too wide now, but we'll take some of that other side off because I want to keep the bird. Bottom. Okay, and let's use a 10 Holtz person. I think I know which one I want if I can get her out of here. Neat. I want something else in there too. Okay, what did I do with that? My brain. All my little cups of tea are coming out of here. You going? Love you. She's gonna get her hair cut. Luckily we can do that. Looks like it needs to be bigger, but yeah, that's better. She's been calling to me for a while. This one, I don't know why I keep almost putting her on stuff and then it never gets there. It's funny how certain things, it's like you want to use them but they just don't fit anywhere. And then all of a sudden they fit. I mean, not that it has anything to do with tea, but you know, it doesn't have to. I'm gonna kind of fold this weird. So it's going to go about there, and I kind of want it a little underneath. That'll work. Whoop. I wanted a little bit of fold, not a ton. Okay, she's got a little tear on the back. Some of this. A little blue there, so that'll lay back down. And I'm using this because this is a thicker piece. I want her hand on the clock. Oh. Okay. She looks real enthused. Alright. And now I need my little bag again of these. I have tea. Oh, tea time. That's what I was thinking. I can split those apart. I think, or do I want it up here somewhere? I don't know if I want it up there or if I want it down here. Like, I'd have to split it. This fabric is so old that it's just like you could barely have to do anything and it tears. It's like they're a little bit big. I didn't know because I don't want to cover the clock, obviously. This one down a little, not quite as much as that one. I just stamped, you know, tea time on fabric. because I feel like it needs to be right about there. Ink them a little. I don't know which way this is supposed to go. I think it's this way. Nope, that won't work. Just need something under it. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna staple. I'm gonna staple it under because that's where there's more room. This one I'll probably just glue on because I don't think it'll work. Two ends. Ah, not like that. Don't move way too soon. I'm going to put a little glue under there because I don't want it to take off. Because that fabric is literally just falls apart. Okay, that works. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's go ink around that. I always close it and then I eat it. And this will get stitched around too with a little fabric tab of some type. Let's get it back on that. Cleaner piece. These. I hope you guys have liked this little pocket thing. And like I said, there's loads of things you could do with those instructions. Just play with it, you know. Make all different types of pockets, fold them different ways, because they've got essentially, you know, two sheets together because those unfold to such a big, you know, sheet of paper. So there's a lot of different ways you could fold them and stuff. And add little paper tablets or I need to put a little something down there because I didn't get it quite the right size. I rip that up weird every time. It's, you know, you have to hold it down. all the way down. And obviously my fingers are not that long. Let's try to get this a little more straight. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for all your kind comments. I want to thank all my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for subscribing and watching my channel, because that's how I get to do what I do. It's from support by you guys. So I really appreciate it. Okay. There's that one, and it'll get stitched around and it'll go in this pocket. So those are pretty decent sized journaling cards. They're not little tiny doinky ones. You know what? I didn't check the size. I just assumed I would bet. But it's a little narrower because of the way the pocket is. Seriously. Oh, there we go. Good. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, there could be some spots that are just stuck. Alright, it fit. And then where's my little girls having a tea party there. Okay, so that'll go in there in much the same way. It's got the tab. These two will have tabs. This goes like this, and it gets glued into the journal. And see, it's pretty darn flat, truly, even with all that. So these work great. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we'll chat again soon. Tomorrow we're going to do the Arteza stuff, so I'll see you then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.